Episode 1 of The Walking Dead, Dead City Season 2 begins with the Barazi collecting walkers for the methane power supply. Back in the bricks, Maggie is teaching Hershel and Ginny how to hunt. Both kids are still distant from Maggie, but Hershel has a sweet moment with Maggie when they reminisce about the time he caught a lightning bug and made it their signal. As for Negan, he is in prison after rejecting the Dama's offer. The Croat begs him to listen, but Negan knows they cannot threaten Hershel anymore as he is out of reach. Meanwhile, Governor Byrd of New Babylon has a new mission: to make Manhattan her new base. All those under her territory face conscription, as she is gathering soldiers for an exploratory mission of the island. She uses Pearlie to promote Manhattan's allure, while Lucia, her subordinate, is the muscle. When a man tries to flee, Lucia hangs him. Turns out, the Barazi know of this, and the Croat and Dama have been working on uniting all the communities in Manhattan. Their inn is the weekly night market hosted by Bruegel, a charming snake, and Negan needs to do whatever he needs to get them all into an alliance. To convince Negan, Dama even gets him gin, but he refuses. Having had enough, Dama reveals her new leverage. She has kidnapped Negan's wife, Annie, and their kid, Joshua. The people of Brick want to be left alone and don't buy into New Babylon's mission. We see a faction of this argument between Hershel and Benjamin Pierce, a New Babylonian historian who is obsessed with NYC. Similarly, Maggie confronts Pearlie as she knows why they are after the island. The ethanol is over, and they want Manhattan's methane supply. They resort to threats to try and make the other back off. Seeing that Pearlie cannot cancel the mission, Maggie makes a deal. If she joins the mission, no one else from the bricks will be forced. Meanwhile, the Croat apologizes to Negan for threatening his family. As a peace offering, he has made Lucille 2.0. Negan gives him the silent treatment as they head to the market, which is wild with pit fighting and gambling. Christos, one of the gang leaders, seems to follow Bruegel's lead. For dinner, it cuts back to the bricks where the New Babylon officers are hanging out. We learn that Lucia is pragmatic, as she suggests a test to see whether Maggie is worth the deal. As expected, Hershel is upset that she is leaving again, and it doesn't help that the test is to take out a horde alone. It escalates with Ginny jumping into the fray while Pearlie tries to stop her. Fortunately, Maggie and Ginny take down the horde, although it is a close call. Lucia steps in and kills the final one. Next up is Negan, who watches as the gangs get bored by the Barazis. Hosting skills. Croat and Dama are nervous, but Negan shows up, switching on his twisted charm. Christos mocks his idea of an alliance, and Negan electrocutes him with Lucille 2.0. This catches Bruegel's attention, as the gangs finally learn that the Barazi have enough methane for electricity, bombs, explosions, and all that jazz. Meanwhile, Maggie argues with Ginny and Hershel. Ginny refuses to listen to reason and joins the mission. Next, Hershel lashes out at Maggie for being obsessed with Negan and the island. He is passionate, and Maggie is scared, pulling out his drawings of Dama. Hershel has been off ever since, his kidnapping, and seems to be drawn to the Dama. He suddenly looks shifty and claims he is worried for Maggie. She is convinced and promises to return once their home is safe. At the end of The Walking Dead, Dead City, Season 2, Episode 1, we see that Negan doesn't like that he was forced to perform. Pearlie doesn't like that he is being used by Byrd, as well. As the soldiers leave, Hershel waves goodbye to Maggie. He finally throws a knife successfully and then smiles at his drawing of Manhattan.